Hey, what's up, everyone? I hope you're doing well. Today, The Last of Us Episode 5 drops early, so we're going to do a spoiler discussion on it right now. But if you haven't seen it, go watch it. But let's get right into it. Alright, I just finished the episode. Let me just say that episode was crazy good. I think better than the last episode. I really did enjoy it. It had good character building, some good dialogue. The action scenes were intense at the end. But we started off, opening scene. Henry and Sam and Kathleen are basically in our opening flashback of 10 days ago. Kathleen's looking for Henry, and she just shows how savage she is by not caring for anyone in this show really except herself. But I wish we had gotten more of her backstory of her and her motives, because I don't really know her full motives of what she's trying to do and why she's trying to do what she's trying to do. But she's an evil character. That's all I gotta say about her. And I think what's cool is that we learned that Sam has a love for superheroes, and that's probably what keeps him strong during this time. And I think it's really awesome that that's incorporated in the show, because young kids would need someone to look up to for hope nowadays in this environment that they're in, if they're in the Last of Us world, because everything's gone really bad and they have no one to really look up to. So they would have to look to superheroes to think that they could destroy everything, destroy the infected, make the world a better place. So that's really cool how they incorporated that into the show. I really did like that. And I do think that Lamar Johnson and Kayvon Woodard, the actors who played Henry and Sam, I think that they're just amazing in this episode. They only got to be in this episode, and I really did like them in their acting here. I really did resonate with their characters and connect with them through all their struggles and what they're trying to get through here. So I really did like their acting. They did a fabulous job. And then we get to see them witness Joel and Ellie getting attacked by the hunters, scene that we saw in episode 4, which was cool. And then we pick up to where we left off on episode 4 with them having their guns pointing at Ellie and Joel. Good way to pick it up. I like the little flashbacks of getting to meet Henry and Sam in the show, and not really, instead, I liked it better than if we just went right into the opening of the episode in the ending of episode 4. I liked how they did it here with the flashbacks. That was cool. They're doing really good with the flashbacks, in my opinion. And then Joel gave Sam some of this food, which was very nice of him. I liked how Joel's opening up because he's with Ellie now, so he has to open up to a younger generation, younger kids. I like what he's doing right now. I liked how they are all talking to each other, eating food. I liked how they all had great chemistry with each other. Ellie and Sam were awesome with each other. They are becoming such great friends, but now it's just not going to happen because of what happened to Sam in the episode, sadly. Then they all enter the underground, which is where all the infected is supposed to be, but they don't encounter them at that moment. But then they go above ground, and then Joel, Ellie, Sam, and Henry are all starting to get attacked by the Raiders, and Joel lands a nasty, let me say nasty, a fine snipe on a dude in a big truck going for Ellie. He lands that snipe because he wants to protect Ellie, but he's a goddamn good hunter. I love Joel so much and what he can do, but he lands that snipe. He saves them. It was awesome. Then we get all the hunters versus Henry, and Kathleen's about to shoot Henry, but then we have a little bit of rumble from a house below ground. And just when we thought it wouldn't get any worse, hundreds of infected just start running out. It was like a jump scare. Oh my gosh. Was I watching a horror movie or The Last of Us? It's kind of like a horror movie, to be honest. But that was a lot of infected. Oh my gosh. It was a massacre. And they didn't know how to handle it because they haven't seen infected in years, I think Henry said. So no one knew how to handle it. And it was just insane. I really did like the shots of overnight. It was nighttime. It was scary. Everything played out so cool. And then we thought that was all, but then the big bloater comes out from behind, which is basically just an infected that's been infected with the virus for years. I think it's either months or years. I think it's years. He's huge, and he literally demolishes people in the game by ripping their jaws apart. And we do kind of see that in the background. But I think that's insane. But we saw him literally crush people. We saw him throw people on the ground, throw people up in the air like it's WWE. I was like, what is this dude doing? He is insane. But we only got to see a little bit of the bloater. I'd like to see more, but I guess budget-wise, maybe they couldn't. But I really did like the inclusion of the bloater. I can't say any more about him. He was menacing. I'm going to go rewatch that scene over and over again. It's so cool how they did it and how they made him look so powerful. Gosh, I love that. But then we do get the sad scene of the death of Sam. First he gets infected, and then Henry has to sadly shoot him, even though he doesn't want to. And Henry has to shoot himself, which is so sad because he didn't want to go out with knowing that his brother died. It's just, man, that's so sad. It's worse than Tess's death, and it's worse than Sarah's death in episode 1, I think. These two were just such awesome characters to meet in the game and in the show. I just love them so much, so it sucks to see how they went out in the show because it's just like the game. And when this happened in the game, I was just, I did not want to go on because I love these characters and I wanted to go on with them and see them in the second game. But no, we get everyone that we love in this game taken from us. It's so upsetting, but I know why. It has to feed a purpose to the story, has to have emotional weight for our characters, Joel and Ellie. So I understand why it has to happen, but I feel like it just hits the same way. It's just, it sucks how great characters have to leave us in this show. But then we got the tease for next episode. We get to see Tommy again in Missouri. That's going to be awesome. But overall, I love this episode. I love every episode so far. I know I've been saying I love episodes, but it just has to be said. These episodes are amazing in my opinion. I think the chemistry here was off the charts by Joel, Ellie, Sam, and Henry. They were awesome. I think Kathleen should have got a little bit more time to shine, and the bloater should have got more time, but I thought the episode was just fantastic. It was an emotional journey, but it was an action journey. So let me know what you guys thought down below in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.